In the dating environment of today, it's difficult to determine if a woman genuinely cares about you or whether she's merely playing games. A lot of men are trapped in partnerships in which they are uncertain about where they are standing. She's loving and demonstrating interest in the next. She becomes aloof and difficult to read. Frustrating and regrettably, a lot of men succumb to the trap of thinking that every lovely statement or deed without hesitation, the true motivations for them, knowing how to interpret her behavior instead of only hearing what she has to say, is essential for determining whether a lady genuinely cares. The dating scene has changed. However, males must keep in mind that time is precious if she isn't investing it. The same amount of work or regard that you're giving it time to halt and go on. Squandering your time and effort on a non-invested, the true secret is to pay attention. The telltale indicators, both large and little if she's sincere or not, if she is genuinely concerned, her behavior will correspond with what she says, and she will continuously express interest in constructing genuine relationship with you. But if she's playing games, will cause you to notice confusing signals, discrepancies, and a lack of much work in this video that will dissect the harsh realities and expose the actual indicators that indicate if she's either long-term or if she's merely squandering time, forgetting to guess, and quit doubting her. Intentions prior to our commencement. I have something that could be of great assistance to you. Use your interpersonal and social abilities. Taking things further, I've created a community where I dissect everything on podium for you. You'll gradually receive sensible, non-nonsense guidance to increase your self-assurance and produce meaningful connections. Everything is actionable. You can begin utilizing it immediately, and here's the first 20 individuals who joining will result in a special discount. Thus, act quickly and click the link in the description in order to reserve your place. And if you know someone who might feel better about, feel free to post it now. And let's clarify how to determine your precise position, so don't waste any more time on someone who doesn't take you seriously. Come on, let's dive. Her deeds in one instance speak louder than words, one of the simplest methods to assess if a woman indeed observes her and shows concern for you. Words and actions can be readily changed. However, persistent behavior makes no space for question whether a woman truly values you. Her actions will be consistent with what she says. This goes beyond superficiality. Expressions such as "I love you" or praising your appearance. This is about genuine, persistent effort that demonstrates she is considering you and your requirements. Think about her behavior when you need her. Does she appear when things are difficult, or does she disappear when you need her help? Most a woman who has a strong concern for you'll be there for yourself throughout difficult circumstances by providing her presence and support without uncertainty about her willingness to provide a hand-in-hand or provide consolation when aren't flawless, which is an obvious sign that she appreciates you more than meets the eye attraction. For instance, if you've had a difficult work week, so instead of "she checks," anticipating you to seek for assistance, without being asked to do so, she perhaps text you, call you, or even make a plan to assist you. Relax. Like having dinner with this gal, considering that she is actively taking steps to improve your life without anticipating anything in return. She's demonstrating her concern for you with tiny yet noteworthy acts. On the other hand, if she claims to be busy all the time, only reaches out, or when you need her, when she finds it convenient, that's a warning sign that she might say the appropriate things, expressing to you her level of concern or how she wishes to support you. But her A-woman's actions convey a different message than "you will only be available to play when it doesn't work for her when you need her the most." Additionally, constancy is crucial. If she's occasionally kind and considerate, but then becomes aloof or unresponsive, this shows a lack of commitment to the connection with a truly caring woman about you. will constantly make the endeavor to remain in touch and demonstrate to her interest. Her work won't be limited to. Occasionally, they'll show their attention. Be a component of a behavioral pattern that shows how she truly feels about you. Search for indications of activity that are not only large gestures, but little ones every day. Items that indicate her thoughts. For instance, does she recall the minor points you make in passing? Perhaps you've mentioned in passing your preferred coffee shop or a performance you'd like to see to observe, and suddenly she brings a cup of coffee there or sends a link to the program that you specified. These modest actions reveal a lot about her degree of concern, as they demonstrate she is focusing on the important things to you and desires your happiness. In the conclusion of a woman's behavior, consistently demonstrate consideration and concern. With regard, she probably genuinely cherishes, but if her behavior is irregular, or self-interested, then now is the moment to reevaluate the current state of the partnership. And if it's worthwhile to make additional investments, duration and energy too, she puts your time first. A lady that truly cares for you will not just accommodate you in her life when it suits her. She is aware that you should prioritize your time, that creating a genuine relationship with you demands work and dedication. In the many people in the modern dating world get occupied with their own hectic schedules. However, the distinction between someone who's pretending to be someone who actually cares is the readiness to create room, because you consider how frequently she makes an attempt to spend time with you in a meaningful way. If she frequently postpones plans, or changing the time, or just ever seeing you when it's on her terms, which indicates we all have priorities, but you're not one of them. Hectic schedules, but someone who appreciates you will give you time. It's not only concerning meeting you when it's convenient, or when it is about her and fits within her routine. Arriving because she desires to spend time with. No matter how busy she is, let's dissect this. A caring lady won't just give you a call when it's convenient. She will take the time to arrange arrangements with you in advance, and even additionally, she will ensure that she follows through. If she is aware of your busy schedule, she will find a method to reach a compromise and cooperate with your schedule, making every attempt to accommodate you. This demonstrates how important you are to her, that she desires to spend time with you and establish a relationship if you're always the one making contact. Setting up dates or requesting that she make time is not the same as effort for you. Maybe attempting to resolve the issue, but if she isn't putting out as much effort as you are, putting you first with a woman who is actually devoted to the partnership and won't abandon it, the entire burden of maintaining it living on your shoulders. Think of this as a woman who is truly interested in you will. She won't wait for you to be proactive, constantly start planning, or even wait for. You should provide suggestions instead, and she'll schedule, recommend events, and demonstrate initiative in interacting with you. This goes beyond simply seeing one another. Occasionally, it concerns how she is prepared to make time for you. Consistently, she will make the endeavor to demonstrate that your partnership is significant by acting and being. Being consistent with it is also crucial. To observe her response when something unexpected happens. If she truly wants to be with you, she will attempt to maintain keep lines of communication open and look for methods to make sure your plans remain intact. Let's imagine that an opportunity arises for she has to postpone, because it's not only about her cancellation, but also how she lets you know that she cares about you. The woman will express regret and clarify the circumstance and make a suggestion right away. She won't depart for another time to meet. You're unsure or feel like it's your time is not as valuable as hers, although whether a female is engaging in gameplay or attempting to maintain your presence without, She will be genuinely investing in you. Her availability is inconsistent, leaving you unaware of her intentions and make excuses instead of accepting accountability for her behavior. You'll discover that you're handling all the emotional labor, but she only appears when you must inquire what ultimately works for her. Does she put your time first? The manner in which you give priority to hers, that indicates that she truly cares about you. Otherwise, she might be more curious about the practicality of the connection as opposed to the connection herself. 3. She speaks candidly and honestly. When a lady shows genuine concern for the foundation of your communication is her behavior as a woman who cares about the partnership, and you will make an endeavor to be candid and upfront with her aims, feelings, and ideas. It takes both parties to communicate, and both partners must participate completely in a woman who truly cares will demonstrate through straightforward, truthful, and reliable communication that she appreciates you and the relationship you have. Think about how she talks to you regardless of whether it's a brief text or an in-depth discussion. She is open to discussing her day, battles with her joys and worries. She took the time to hear your question about your life and being sincere curiosity about your encounters. A woman who is interested in you will be curious about more than just what's taking place in your life. But I'll tell significant details on hers as well. No, regardless of how large or this communication transparency is tiny, encourages a better comprehension between both partners and fosters confidence on the. However, if a lady is engaging in gameplay with you or has hidden agendas, communication is probably going to be. You might discover that they are inconsistent and superficial. Her evasiveness and avoidance of crucial issues, discussions, or information withholding that is important for you to comprehend. Where you stand if you pose direct inquiries to her regarding the partnership or her emotions. When she doesn't respond or provides ambiguous answers, it's evident that she's not completely invested on authentic communication methods. She is prepared to participate in challenging dialogues, even if they're uneasy or difficult. For instance, if you saw a change in her conduct, possibly whether she is now distant or not, in what way does she respond to it? A woman who values you will bring it to you and have an honest conversation about it instead of ignoring the problem or expecting it would go away by itself. If she's finished, she might apologize, something to express her or to aggravate you issues in a manner that encourages a constructive dialogue, which is what it's all about together to solve the issue. Instead of avoiding it, however, if while she's playing games she could appear aloof and far away, leaving you to question what transpired incorrect, she could leave you wondering about where you're going or how you feel, like though you're constantly pursuing her. Confirmation of this communication breakdown causes needless misunderstanding and confusion within the connection. In addition to a female genuinely concerned will also respect, she won't respect your limits and feelings. Attempt to coerce or pressure you into circumstances that cause you discomfort. Rather, she will speak honestly regarding her needs and show respect for what you also require this respect for one another. Via dialogue guarantees that both if you feel heard and recognized in any wholesome partnership, honest and open communication is essential. A woman who truly loves you will prioritize this and provide clarity and openness. She won't abandon you in your questioning her because of the darkness. Rather, she will express her feelings, openly address problems, and make sure you both feel safe and recognized if she is consistently evasive, reticent, or only speaks when it helps her. It's time to reconsider if she genuinely loves you. She encourages you to pursue your objectives and a woman's aspirations who genuinely cares about. You'll have a strong commitment to your achievement and will proactively assist your objectives, both personal and professional support, will go beyond simply providing a few complimentary remarks here and there, will be sincere and hands-on. She will support. You should push yourself to pursue your dreams, to embody your greatest self, and assist you in maintaining concentration when things get. In a partnership, tough support isn't simply about enjoying the nice times together. Being present during the grind is important, and the difficulties as well. If you have objectives, whether they have to do with career goals for personal development or anything, someone else who genuinely cares about you will assist because she wants to see you succeed, keep you inspired and encourage you throughout difficult moments, and provide helpful assistance is necessary, such as if you're completing a significant assignment at work or attempting to complete a personal objective such as getting fit. She will support you, and might even discover methods to aid in creating the process simpler, whether it's in the kitchen nutritious meals that provide moral support, or simply being available to listen when necessary to express their emotions. Unlike a woman who isn't devoted to you, will hardly ever take a sincere curiosity about your goals, or will minimize your aspirations. She might act uninterested when discussing your objectives, or even disparage your work. Rather than offering you encouragement, she could remark such as why you won't succeed, or annoy a woman who is interested in you. Never make you feel as though your objectives are not significant or that your aspirations are unachievable. She wants to encourage you and support your growth rather than hinder it, or impede your efforts. For instance, if you have a project that requires late labor and she observes your tension, a kind woman may offer to assist in any manner she can. To express their emotions, unlike a woman who isn't devoted to you, will hardly ever take a sincere curiosity about your goals or will minimize your aspirations. She might act uninterested when discussing your objectives or even disparage your work. Rather than offering you encouragement, she could remark such as why you won't succeed or annoy a woman who is interested in you. Never make you feel as though your objectives are not significant or that your aspirations are unachievable. She wants to encourage you and support your growth rather than hinder it or impede your efforts. For instance, if you have a project that requires late labor and she observes your tension, a kind woman may offer to assist in any manner she can. Might get you coffee and take care of a quick errand for you, or just provide a reassuring phrase to keep you going. Words are not as powerful as actions. Demonstrating her sincere interest in your achievement extends beyond simply being present. For the enjoyable aspects of the connection with a genuinely caring woman will also honor your desire for privacy and time to concentrate on your objectives. She won't cause you to feel bad about putting your professional and personal development first or another aspirations, but she will honor your limits and encourage your need for time to focus on your priorities. She is aware that your development doesn't minimize her significance in your life. Instead, it improves the prospects for the partnership by making sure you're both pursuing worthwhile objectives. On the other hand, if you're always required to defend your goals, or if your aspirations are consistently greeted with disinterest or negativity, it is evident that the woman with whom you are interacting is not devoted to observing your success as a woman. Someone who isn't encouraging will make you feeling bad about spending time on stuff, leaving you with little outside of her space to focus on the things that are important. This absence of assistance results in an imbalance in the partnership and can eventually result in animosity and frustration. 5. She makes you feel appreciated, a woman that truly showed concern for. You will always feel appreciated. Her actions will present you with an opportunity that your significance extends beyond the relationship, but as a person, she will express gratitude for the small things in life. Because of the work you put into the connection and your identity as an individual, she will ensure that you never feel significant or invisible to her. because when someone actually cares, they aggressively try to demonstrate their gratitude for the other individual's existence in their lives. Consider how she reacts to what you do, and does she recognize your gestures when you do something generous, considerate, or kind? A caring woman won't take you for granted. Permitted, she will convey her appreciation for the actions you take, whether they're straightforward gesture, such as delivering her preferred snack, or something more significant, like helping her. In times of adversity, these tiny but important behaviors that give you a sense of, she will inform you that your efforts are acknowledged and valued, yet because she anticipates receiving something in exchange, but because she truly appreciates your contributions to her life. This is crucial when a lady is interested in you. She won't limit herself to what she can obtain. She will actively take an interest in you, in ensuring that you feel valued and acknowledged, that you won't be in the dark. If she notices the sacrifices you create, or the amount of time you spend on the relationship, she will instead express her gratitude, no matter how small methods, including words and deeds, or simply supporting you when you require her, for instance, when you're at work. Tough on something crucial that she won't make you feel bad about having to. Instead, she will urge you to concentrate. Continue, and she might even inquire how she can help you through the process. She readiness to assist you without resentment demonstrates her appreciation for what respects what you bring to the table and, on the other hand, time and energy. If you feel as though you're always doing something for her without getting any recognition or gratitude, which is a crimson. If a woman isn't interested in you, flag her. Will be unappreciative of you and never make you sense your presence matters. This dynamic is unhealthy, where you constantly give but never obtaining something in exchange over time. This makes the relationship one-sided. The unsustainable nature of that will leave you feeling exhausted and unappreciated. 6. She puts your needs first. Connection, in which a lady shows genuine concern regarding you. She will give priority to your above everything else. She will form a relationship. Time for you, despite how busy life becomes, and she will guarantee that the link between the two of you stays strong. Actions will show how much she values the partnership and is prepared to spend time and energy nurturing it. Instead of allowing it to turn into an considering, a woman who puts you first will make an effort to sustain and expand the possible nature of this association, arranging dates and communicating with you throughout the day, or just making a "she won't allow us to spend time together" justifies her own schedule or other distractions. Disrupt the relationship instead. She will find a way to prioritize you, even when things in life get busy, whether it's "I'm messaging you to see how you're doing," arranging a unique activity for the two of you to delight in, or ensuring that you feel encouraged throughout difficult times. Her persistent work will make it apparent that she cherishes your relationship. For instance, when a woman is preoccupied with personal or professional obligations, but nonetheless tries to contact you by phone or text to catch up, that demonstrates her progress in "you are a priority." Despite the fact that her life may be packed with additional commitments she makes, make sure you feel valued, heard, and seen. This conduct demonstrates regard for the connection and demonstrates that she is emotionally committed. However, if a lady merely makes contact when she finds it convenient or when she must have something, it's an indication that you're not a priority. She might justify not doing so. Interacting with you or putting in little endeavor to observe you, implying that there are other things that come before your connection. You might discover that she's fast to reschedule frequently and cancel plans, or has little to no passion for accumulating time spent together in a quality manner. This generates an emotional response, disregard, and it's evident that she's less dedicated to the partnership than If a woman doesn't care about you, then you are. She might refrain from giving in or making whatever compromise is made for the partnership. She could decline to change her plans for you or pretend her priorities are more important. More significant than yours in the long run, this will produce an unbalanced feeling where all of the work is being done by you, and she is just coasting. Together in a wholesome partnership, both parties ought to perceive themselves as equals contributors, and both parties must be open to give up anything for one another's happiness. 7. She is truthful and transparent with you. Among the most lucid signs that a woman is genuinely concerned about you is her dedication to truthfulness and openness in a wholesome partnership. The cornerstone of trust is a lady who is genuinely interested in you, will endeavor to construct and uphold that confidence by being transparent. She won't hide her honesty and communication. She will be able to play games or get goods from you. Forthright about her intents and feelings and any problems that might occur between. When a woman genuinely cares about you, she will be at ease sharing vulnerability with you, expressing her actual feelings and opinions. Without worrying about criticism, she won't conceal information or conceal items that are. It's crucial that you determine whether it's regarding her past, present circumstances, or how she feels about the partnership. She will speak honestly because she wants to establish a secure environment where you two can able to be truthful with one another and where you both feel valued and heard. Because, for instance, suppose there's a circumstance that disturbs her or something she worries about, she won't keep the relationship a secret or let it fester. She'll bring it instead. Rising with composure and dignity, desiring to resolve the matter with you, she will deal with issues as they come up. Preventing miscommunications or unresolved problems accumulate into something more significant. This type of proactive communication with others demonstrates that she has truly committed to maintaining things and working relationships open and honest between you two. She will also be direct. Regarding how she feels if something is on, she will tell you what's on her mind without hesitation. If she feels angry or let down, she'll communicate it to you in a manner that promotes dialogue instead than allowing passive-aggressive behavior to develop behavior when she's content and joyful. She will also inform you, which is beneficial. You are aware of your position in the partnership and the positive aspects of the opposite of a woman who isn't interested in. She can turn to dishonesty or concealing crucial information. She might feign to avoid difficult conversations. When it's not playing, everything is all right. Mental exercises to assess your responses. That this lack of openness can establish a poisonous atmosphere where you always feel as though you can't completely have faith in her, and you could notice discrepancies in her narrative or feelings, as though she isn't really honest with you regarding significant facets of her life, such as conduct breeds uncertainty and uneasiness. And the basis may gradually be eroded. Of your partnership with a female who is not honesty, frequently conceals her actual emotions or intentions, occasionally due to apprehension about conflict or the wish to stay away from challenging discussions. But this lack of transparency is a serious warning sign if you believe you're always attempting to speculate where you either stand or figure out what she actually desires. It's evident that she's not totally dedicated to the partnership or to you. In wholesome partnerships, there is respect for one another and a sense of mutual free to express oneself without fear of being disapproved of or criticized for being honest, and transparency is more than just sharing emotions. They also entail being honest regarding limits and personal circumstances and anticipations in the event that something crucial in her thoughts, whether it's a familial circumstances, a change in employment, or she will reveal the decision she is making. She won't conceal these things from you. Since she is aware that being open builds a greater degree of trust and relationship, understanding if a lady actually is playing you, or does it care about you, is not as difficult as it may appear. The primary indicators are evident, and they all rely on consistent behavior rather than blank statements. If she puts you first, you feel appreciated, which is truthful and open and demonstrates sincere curiosity in constructing a shared future, then she probably has a stake in you. However, if she seems aloof, it makes you feel as though a choice or only appears when it's time to reevaluate what works best for her. The partnership, if you're prepared to commit further and investigate these concepts even. Additionally, click on my Podium community link under the details that it contains insightful information to assist you in mastering your manliness in the dating world of today. Remain resilient, keep focused, and always thank you for watching, and keep your electricity safe. And the next one, I'll see you.